Hi, today is December 18th, 2017, and that means it's Christina Aguilera's birthday. I'm really excited because I get to share this story time with you all and share how I sort of met her in 2012 and just like what that whole experience was about. It's one of my favorite stories since I moved to LA, and I talk about it any chance I get. So I was like the biggest fan of Christina Aguilera growing up, and her album Stripped was just like, well, besides her biggest album, it was one of the biggest albums of my life, and I would venture to say of all time. She is an incredible artist. She's always been one of my favorites, one of my top favorites, top three, and I want her to come back so badly. It's been 5 years since she's released a record. The last time she released this a record was in 2012, and but yeah, her music has changed my life. I respect her as an artist. Being an artist, I respect her so much because she's just a creative genius. She's an incredible songwriter. She is involved in every aspect of her projects, from whether it's fragrances or what, like, the performances, the outfits she does. She has a hand in everything. She's not going to listen to anyone and do whatever. They're not going to mold her into whatever they want her to be. She's going to mold herself into be who she is. And I really respect that about her, even though she's not the nicest person. But are we all ever the nicest people? Definitely not. But yeah, Christina Aguilera was on The Voice in 2012, and I think that the judges that season were, going by memory, I think it was the last one of the last seasons that they had all of the original cast members, because it was Blake, Christina, Cee-Lo, and Adam. And I remember that day, it was also her birthday that I was there. And a really cool part of my story is how I initiated the crowd to sing happy birthday to her. And I was a bit outraged because we're getting this far along in the show and no one knows it's Christina's birthday. So I took the first opportunity I could get, which, I mean, we're warming up, we're doing the crowd warm-ups, and like the show hasn't started filming or anything yet. And the judges are out though, and Christina's out, and I'm just like, I took the first opportunity I could to scream and like tell the guy that it was her birthday, and he was just like, oh, he didn't know. I'm like, do your job, man. Like, he didn't know it was her birthday. He asked her, and she's like, yeah, and I believe she was turning 34 that year, so the whole crowd sings happy birthday to her, and she's lit up, and she's like, thank you, blah blah blah. And then the show continues. I saw her. I don't know if it was the same day, because I think I may have went to The Voice twice. It's been so long since I've been, but I thought I saw her sing Just a Fool with Blake Shelton the same day. I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's hard to tell. I'm pretty sure that I'm not wrong. I was actually supposed to go to the performance where Christina and Gaga sing together, but I backed out because I was being a little bitch for no reason. And I didn't want to go fight the crowd and like all the traffic, and I just didn't want to do it. I really wish that I would have now. Oh, such a good one. But so that day she sang Just a Fool, which was her single at the time from Lotus. She had just released Lotus, and that was her album from 2012, her last album, unfortunately. And I was just blown away by how many times it took her to sing that song. It took her forever to get through that damn song. She must have started over 20 times. I mean, she would get halfway through, and then she would tell him to start the track over. And I was just like, I couldn't even tell something was wrong. So I don't know if they like cut the best pieces together, or if they just like take the best take and play that one. But Blake Shelton, he was patient as I could not have been that patient. I was looking at him for a reaction when he's going to be like, come on, girl, because it was taking forever. I mean, we must have spent half an hour sitting there just for her to do one song. Anyhow, so she gets through the song, which it was great. And I have to tell you, this is when Christina Aguilera was her heaviest. She lost weight shortly after, and then she got pregnant with a baby and gained it all back and never lost it again. But this was her heaviest, because even now, she's still heavy, but she was not as heavy. She's not as heavy now as she was then. She was beautiful, But I've made a lot of bad jokes about her over the years about how heavy she was, and I feel really bad. And I'm just putting it out in the universe that I apologize and I'm sorry for that. And for anybody that didn't sit well with, it's just not in line with my values, and I'm really, really sorry. And so she actually, I was quite surprised that she looked very normal. I mean, she's super short. So when she was skinny, she was just a little thing, But now that she's heavier, she must have gained about 30 pounds, I'm guessing, because she looks healthy. She looks normal. You wouldn't think that she was fat in person. I have plenty of friends that are like her size, and I would not say that they're fat at all. She looked great. She looked great in her outfit. I was just like, if she was not Christina Aguilera and I had something to compare to, would have never thought anything. I would have just thought she was really pretty. So that kind of put things in perspective for me. So the other thing was, the show's wrapping up, and I'm like, oh my God, I did it. I brought my Lotus album booklet, and I brought a Sharpie just in case that, that one out of a million chance, maybe 1 out of 100 is, I don't know, but the 1 out of something chance that I would get to run into her or give it to her or get it to her. And then at the end of the show, I do not know what came over me. Some sort of music passion, like devil baby was inside me, and I jumped out of my seat and I screamed at Christina because, let me tell you where she's at. Okay, so I'm Christina, and my foot is where I'm at. Okay, so like I'm more like, I'm like, there's like a group of people. There's like the next section, and I'm at the next section, first in the section on the first row. So I think I was actually in the second row. I'm just trying to remember this accurately. It's a long time ago now. So I jumped up out of my seat and I go fucking crazy. And I'm like, Christina, will you sign my CD book? Oh my God, I love you so much. Please. And then it's like everybody is looking at me, because it was like I just took the first silent opportunity I could. And because the other judges had left, like I knew she was about to go. It was quiet. The audience is the last ones to leave. I'm just thinking, oh my God, this is the only chance I'm ever going to get. So she looks her husband, Matthew Rutler, is sitting right next to her at the time, or standing or whatever. And they're looking at each other, and she gives him the nod, or like whatever they said in the nod. And he walks over to me, and he gets the booklet, the album booklet, and the marker, and brings it over to her. And she asks me, because it wasn't that far, she asked me, what's your name? And I said, Cody. And she goes, okay. And then I go, with a C. And then she got a little tooty, and she's like, I know. Or like, I figured, or something like that. She was like, a little Christina Tootie. She couldn't have let it, like, how she's got to be like her. She's got to put a little Christina attitude on it. And she's, I love this memory. And like, she said, thank you. And Matthew brings it back over to me, and there it is. To Cody with a C. Thank you for the support. Love, Christina Aguilera. And I wish I had it to show you right now. I put pictures of it on Instagram. Maybe I'll like find a way to like include the link or something in my description here, like you care. But it happened and it's real, and it was amazing. And Christina, one day I'm gonna get a picture. Our cross will path. I have like dyslexia, I guess that is, or something. I don't know. Our paths will cross again. And happy birthday. And happy birthday, Walker. His birthday is tomorrow, my little brother. All right. Bye now, everyone. Have a good week.